Well, when I initially wrote it, all this wasn't happening. I wrote it in 2007, and while there was some, anti-Islamic sentiment, it was nowhere near at the level it is today. And even then, what sparked the idea to write it was watching something on TV. It was another broadcast about something that had to do with an extremist or a terrorist, and I thought long and hard about it, and I'm like, this is very different than what I experienced growing up Muslim in America. And while I am not the spokesperson for all Muslims, I can talk about my experience and my situation in that I learned about, acceptance. I learned about love and equality and forgiveness. These are the things that were instilled in me when I was coming up, and it's nothing like what's being portrayed today and what the average American would believe that a Muslim or Islam represents. Every child just wants to fit in. Doesn't matter what it is. To walk into a public school wearing a kufi or a scarf at 12 years old, it's always difficult because people are going to look at you. They're going to make fun of you. I remember when I was younger, I would be fasting during the month of Ramadan, and people would weigh food in front of my faces, and they feel like it's harmless, but it's really taxing, and it's really sort of damaging to your self-esteem as a child, as your self-esteem has not developed fully yet. So all you ever want to do, I remember when I was young, my father, I was raised with my mother for the most part, and my father, he used to come to pick me up to go to the mosque on Fridays, and when we lived in a subdivision where, he had to walk down this sidewalk, and all my friends would be outside, and he would wear the turban and the thobe, and I would just dread walking down that sidewalk, and everybody, and you just, but now I look at it and it's like, gosh, man, that stuff made me such a better person. It taught me so much about acceptance and about not judging people, and just so many different things. So it's a tough question, because do you want to be raised a way where you're not ever challenged, or you're not ever questioning your identity, or do you just want to go through it the tougher way and later on use it to your advantage?
Yeah.